Ladies and gentlemen, we'll soon begin the wedding ceremony of Roshani and Jett. The couple have requested that you be present during the ceremony and that you turn your phones off and that you do not take any photos during the ceremony. At this point, I'd also like to let you know that there is a photographer here and the photographer will be sharing the photos after the ceremony. As you all arrived, you got a wishing stone. During the signing of the register, I'm going to ask you to write a word on these stones that signify your wish for Roshani and Jett, and the ushers will distribute some pens to you during the signing of the register. Ladies and gentlemen, I now ask that you stand and you turn and you focus your attention on Roshani, who will be walked down the aisle by her father, Hank Norman. Please be seated. My name is Robern Hinchliffe and I will be Roshani and Jett's marriage celebrant today. On behalf of Roshani and Jett, I would like to welcome you to their marriage celebration. It is today that they celebrate with you, their family and friends, the most important occasion of their lives, and they thank you for being here with them today. Today is a celebration of their love and their friendship. Jett are delighted that their closest family and friends could be here today to help them celebrate their love for each other and to support their decision to continue their life's journey as husband and wife. Today is an extra special celebration for Roshani and Jett as they are sharing their very special event with Roshani's family from India. When Roshani went to India 3 years ago to find her birth mother, she had no idea what she would find. Not only did she find her mother, but also 3 siblings and a stepfather. She could not believe her fortune. They have been communicating regularly ever since. All their lives have been enriched by this union. Roshani could not have anticipated how significant this trip to India would be for the future direction of her life. It was during this trip that she met Jett, the love of her life. They met through a mutual friend, Anushi, who is Roshani's maid of honour today. The course of their lives changed forever when they met at Anushi's birthday celebration. An immediate connection through their love of cooking, and they've been hosting dinner parties ever since. At this point in the ceremony, we're going to have the giving away. If I could ask the 6 parents to step forward, please. Families are strengthened by gatherings such as this today, and this ceremony serves as a reminder that the family is the basis of our society, and when families meet for whatever reason in our lives, our community and our world is made a little stronger. The marriage ritual today is acknowledged by the meeting of 2 families, and it is with much pride and love that Roshani and Jett both ask their parents and step-parents to come forward and share the joy of today's commitment. Who presents this woman and this man to be married to each other?
We do.
Thank you. Be seated. Roshani and Jett's love story is a truly beautiful story. They met in India when they were both visiting for different reasons. Roshani was in search of her birth family and Jett was there for work. They both have a love of cooking and have enjoyed exploring the recipes from Roshani's country of birth. They love to host dinner parties for their families and have been very excited about Roshani's family joining them at the ceremony. Real love in a marriage is something beyond the warmth and glow, the excitement and romance of being in love. It is caring as much about the welfare and happiness of your marriage partner as about your own. The real love is not being about totally absorbed in each other. It is looking outward in the same direction together. Love makes burdens lighter because you divide them. It makes joys more intense because you share them. It makes you stronger so you can reach out and become involved with life in ways you dared not risk alone. The beautiful thing about love is that it is an experience we share with the whole of humankind without the world. And yet, to everyone who falls in love, it is the most unique, precious thing in the world. A happy marriage is founded on love. Love works in ways that are wondrous and strange. There is nothing in love that cannot change. Love is unselfish, understanding and kind. Love sees at the heart and not with the mind. There's no stronger bond between husband and wife to ensure and secure a happy married life. Harmonious wedded life is a precious gain to both man and woman, as joys are increased and sorrows diminished by being shared. Marriage increases the scope of responsibility, but it also adds the dimension of love to life, giving it new meaning and purpose. Roshani and Jett, on this day of your marriage, you stand somewhat apart from others in this open expression of your love, and this is as it should be. But love is not meant to be the possession of two people alone. Rather, it should serve as a source of common energy, which gives you the strength to live your lives with joy, strength, and courage. I'd now like to invite Jett's sister, Sarah Roberts, to come forward to read the words from Sonnet 116 by William Shakespeare. If you want to just stand over here.
Yeah, thank you. Let me not to the marriage of true minds, ever right, nor no man ever loved.
Thank you, Sarah. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Roshani and Jett, you have come here today to seal and strengthen your love in the presence of your family and friends. And so I ask you now to state your intentions. You are going to make promises to each other, to stand up for one another and find happiness in the other. The vows that you are about to make to each other are your way of saying that you promise that you will stand by all of the hopes and dreams that you have planned together. It is very easy to say these words, but it is very difficult to live them day to day. When you love someone, you do not love them all the time in the same way. That is impossible. Yet, that is what most of us expect. We forget the ebb and flow of life and the love of relationships. We insist on permanence, on duration, on continuity. But in love, as in life, the only stability is in change, in growth, and in freedom. Therefore, what you promise today must be renewed and reaffirmed tomorrow and all of the tomorrows to come. Will you, Roshani, promise to love Jett without reservation, comfort him in times of distress, and help him to achieve his hopes and dreams? Will you promise always to be open and honest with him? Will you love him so you may grow together in mind and spirit? Roshani, do you freely and without reservation give yourself to Jett in marriage?
I will.
Will you, Jett, promise to love Roshani without reservation, comfort her in times of distress, and help her to achieve her hopes and dreams? Will you promise always to be open and honest with her? Will you love her so you may grow together in mind and spirit? Jett, do you freely and without reservation give yourself to Roshani in marriage?
I do.